What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. I am Arvind Javali, your DFIR buddy and mentor, and today's video is going to be about 20 basic Linux commands for an incident responder, a complete beginner guide. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so now let us take a look at five top commands. Firstly, I would start with directory operations. So the first command I would like to showcase here is the pwd command. So basically what this command does is it will give you the current directory path. So let's check that. So when I launch pwd command, it gives me put as home run. So this is the current directory where my cursor is located. Going further, if you want to create a directory, in that case you run the command mkdir demo. So in this case what happens is it creates a demo directory, and if you want to check what the list present in this directory, what you can do is you can run the command and you see the demo directory is listed. Now let us get into the directory. So in that case what you have to do, run the command cd, enter the directory name. Here we go, and check the we are into demo directory. To come out of the directory, you can do is cd. So here we go. Okay, now let us see the file operations. So in this file operations, I would like to showcase a couple of commands, that is cat, less, head and tail. Let us see how this commands can be worked out. See, as I said, as we learned in the previous session, ls is the contents of the directory. Two different files. Let us use first command and check the content of the file, sample file. The contents of the same way we can also use to see the contents of the sample file. See the sample file and it shows end. The difference is both can be used to view the content of the file, but less is more likely, more is used when we want to browse the contents of the file. For example, this is another file which contains data. So let me hit enter. See, it listed contents of the first page of the contents of the file, and to go to the next page, what you have to do is just hit spacebar. It will take you to the next page. That's it. Enter Q to end. So now let us check head. So by default, head will list the top 10 lines of the file, and list the bottom 10 lines. Okay, next we will see the snapshot of processes. So for that we'll have to run command ps, and also the other command is stop. So that will show the real-time processes running on the instance. So the command is ps. So in this case it will list the processes run by the user. So this is, so when we use a switch along with this ps command, for example -aux, which symbolizes all user owned and processes which are not attached to the terminal. So in that case it will list all the processes associated to the user, all the users, and also including the process owned by the owner. This is the list. So next, if you want to see the top processes running, Here it goes, and it will list the processes launched by the user, the CPU consumption and the memory consumption. Alright, now we will see the file permissions and privilege escalation. So in order to check the file permissions, you can run the command ls and use the switch -l. It will list the file permission associated to it. In case if you want to change the permission of that particular file, you can use the command chmod. So when you run the chmod command, you basically see 10 dash in front of the file name. So what first dash indicates whether it's a regular file or it's a directory. The second, the batch of 3 dash indicates user, group and others. The each and every letter indicates, letter R indicates R, W is for write, X for execute. We will also see sudo su command. So now I have already listed the contents of the directory demo. Here you can see there is a directory. This was indicated by letter D, and another file read-only-.txt where user Arvind has got no permission to read. We can check to read the content of the file by typing cat and read only. It says clearly, it says permission denied. So now let's chmod, and training I will use 177, which is all permissions to write, execute and read, and file name read only. So initially we got permission denied. Now try to read the file name. It has displayed the contents of the file. Again, if you want to escalate from the regular user, you can the command. Currently this is the regular user. I need my privileges. So here you see the user is root. Alright, now we will see the networking commands. So firstly there's ifconfig. So this will basically displays all the network interfaces attached to it. The other one is net. So netstat command is basically used to check what programs are connected and listening on different ports corresponding to its program. And the next is wget command. So with wget I will show you a demo how we can download a file using the command ifconfig. This command will list all the network interfaces connected to this instance. So here you can see Dockerfile, Etho, Ethernet and loopback. The next command we will see netstat. So here you can see the connections, TCP and UDP connections from this box to the foreign address, and whether it is listening or closed or established, and it will also tell you what PID is associated. So let me use wget command to download a file called browsinghistoryview.exe. So once you hit enter, it will download the file and save to the local folder. Let us check the content. So here you go. Okay, now let us look into the archive files. So suppose you have got a tar file, and if you want to extract the contents of the tar file, you can use the command tar-exec. Let us take a demo of it. Here, untar it, tar-exec. X stands for extract, F for file name. Extracted. Let's check. Yes, it is done. Okay, now let us learn working with file contents. The Here I'm going to teach you the 4 commands. AWK, basically it's used for manipulating data and generating the reports. So here AWK in Linux is a command, and also it is a scripting language by itself. We can learn more about AWK in future series. The other command is unique. Unique command is basically is used to filter out the repeated lines. Sorting is basically used for the lines of text files. And finally we will see the grep. The grep command is used to search a file for a particular pattern of characters. Okay. So in the previous session we learned how to extract the contents of the tar file, and we have got a access log text file. So let us now quickly read the contents of the access log. So let me read the access log, the top. So this is how it looks. It has got IP address and the log details, URL and all that stuff. So I want to extract the first column of the file, right? So in that case, what I need to do is I will use AWK command. The syntax of AWK command is AWK bracket. So as I said, I want the first column number, close the bracket and close the code. So if I hit enter, what is going to happen here is it is going to list the first column from the entire file, which I don't want to be listed that way. Let me use head. So by default, head will list the top 10 lines. Let us see how that displays. This is how it displays, right? Okay. Now we know how to use AWK command. So let us use another command, unique. As you see, the repetitive IP addresses in the first column, so I want to reduce the repetitive duplications of it. So let me use unique command, and I will also use the switch C. Again, I don't want to display every single, the entire column in the multiple page. So in order to avoid that, I will use head. Alright, so this is how it displays, right? Okay, now moving on. I want to sort. Okay, I want to sort this. What I can do is I will pass sort command with switch or recursive reverse comparison. It compares with the unique value of the first column and keeps the highest one at the top. And I want to do the comparison for the numbers. I pass command as so let us hit enter. So this is how it displays. So the first IP address 268.234.99 1038. So now let us use how to use a grep command. On how to use grep command, so I will take an example. I would like to grep the first IP address. See how it searches. And then because it's a web access log, I would also like to see add additional grep. So basically grep this IP address, this log. Further, I want to filter in a keyword /admin, right? And I want to sort unique. Here you go. So I got the lines, the first IP address, content of the file, the entire line here. The IP address is listed, admin is listed. Lastly, we will see the man command. So man command in Linux is used to display the user manual of any command that we can run on the terminal. It provides a detailed view of the command, which includes name, synopsis, description, option, exit status, return values, error, etc. So let us quickly check how does it look like. So far we have learned 19 commands. So let us pick one of the commands what we have learned. Man awk. So this will give a detailed description about what is the name, synopsis, as I said, description, and if I keep entering the space bar, it keeps on going to the next page and it will give me how to use usage in the different switches it can hold and all the relevant details. To come out of this page, I have to just hit Q. Let us also check the other command, grep. So this will give me description about the grep command and different types of greps. So what I would suggest is make some time to explore further Linux commands by using man. So it's nothing just but the user manual. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, remember to hit that subscribe button. Thank you.